Hi YouTube, I thought I would go ahead and show you a few of the 45s I have. Like I said before, over half of my collection is still in Michigan. I do have several hundred here, but the collection is close to 10,000 I think now. But anyhow, I thought I would show off a few. These are just some mainly 50s and 60s rock and roll, but there is some other scattered in of newer rock and roll and some country, both 50s and 60s and newer stuff. We'll start with this one. This is the Judds on RCA Victor. Mama, He's Crazy. Backed with Down Home. Also on RCA Victor, this is Spike Jones and his City Slickers. Secret Love. Backed with I'm in the Mood for Love. And this is just gorgeous condition. Here we are on Philadelphia International Series. This is Shirley Jones, Don't You Get Enough Love. This is from '86. The B-side is We Can Work It Out. Here we are on MCA Records, Olivia Newton-John and her song Heart Attack. Backed with Stranger's Touch. Here's a George Jones on Musicor. The song is I'm a People. B-side is I Woke Up from Dreaming. Here's a Marv Johnson, I Ain't Gonna Be That Way on United Artist. Backed with All the Love I've Got. Now here's one I posted just recently. This is another Marv Johnson 45. This is Move Two Mountains from 1960. Backed with I Need You, also on United Artist Records. Here's a Betty Johnson on Atlantic. Winter in Miami. Backed with The Little Blue Man. Here's Robert John Sad Eyes on EMI, the green label EMI, backed with Am I Ever Gonna Hold You Again? Billy Joel on Columbia, All for Lena, backed with Sometimes a Fantasy. Danita Joe, I'll Save the Last Dance for You on Mercury, backed with Forgive. Here's a picture sleeve of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Little Liar, backed with What Can I Do for You. Here's a Waylon Jennings on RCA with the special Waylon label. Clyde, backed with I Came Here to Party. Here's the Jelly Beans on the Bluebird label, Baby Be Mine. Redbird, I'm sorry, I said Bluebird, excuse me. The Kind of Boy You Can't Forget, also. Also on Mercury, Horst Jankowski, A Walk in the Black Forest, backed with Nola. Here's a gentleman that just passed away, Mr. Sonny James, and his big hit Young Love on the Purple Capitol label, backed with You're the Reason I'm in Love. Here on MGM, the yellow and black label, There Goes My Heart by Joni James, backed with Funny. Here's another Joni James, This Is My Confession on the MGM, backed with How Important Can It Be? Jimmy Bo Horn on HSS, You Want to Get Me Hot, backed with The living, they long to be close to you. Wow, I'm sorry, there's some wear on that. Here we are on the cadet label with Etta James. Uh, Only time will tell, and I'm sorry for you. Also, Etta James, this is on the Argo label. Her big hit, All I Could Do Was Cry. Backed with Girl of My Dreams. This one's a little worn, but still playable, and it doesn't play bad. Mick Jagger and David Bowie, Dancing in the Street on EMI. Backed with the instrumental of Dancing in the Street. Wanda Jackson on the Swirl Capital label, A Little Bitty Tear. Backed with I Don't Want to Go. Here's a promotional Epic Records, Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. It's stereo and mono. No, I guess both stereo sides, excuse me. A Motown Michael Jackson, Rockin' Robin. Backed with Love Is Here and Now You're Gone. Latoya Jackson on picture disc or picture sleeve. Hearts Don't Lie. And it is a promotional 45, both sides stereo. On Atco Records, we have Jorgen Ingman and his guitar, Anna, backed with Cherokee. Here's the Imperials on Cub Records, Sorry, I Ran All the Way Home, backed with Fool, Fool, Fool. The Dick Hyman Trio, a theme from the Three Penny Opera, and Bubbles, Bangles, and Beads. On Cap Records, Brian Hylett, Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini, backed with Don't Dilly Dally Sally. Here's Ferlin Husky, A Fallen Star on the Purple Capital label, backed with Prize Possession. Wow, I can't talk. Here's Tab Hunter on Dot, Don't Let It Go Get Around, and I'm Alone Because I Love You. Also Tab Hunter, Red Sails in the Sunset, back with his version of Young Love. Tab Hunter again, 99 Ways, backed with Don't Get Around Much Anymore, also on Dot. This is another record I just posted from 1960, I believe. Homer and Jethro, El Paso Number Deuce on RCA Victor, backed with That's Good, That's Bad, an Archie Campbell cover. Here is Al Hurt on RCA Victor, Music to Watch Girls By, backed with His Girl. On Backbeat Records, Joe Hinton, 1,000 Cups of Happiness, backed with If You Love Me. The highlights on Polly, City of Angels, backed with Listen, My Love. Here is the Highwaymen on United Artists, the old Highwaymen, not the country version, with their version of Michael, Row Your Boat to Shore, backed with Santino. On Elektra, Howard Hewitt, this is from 1986, I'm For Real, backed with Eye on You. Herman's Hermits on MGM, and the song is Sunshine Girl. This is the Swirl MGM label, backed with Nobody Needs to Know. Herman's Hermits on the Black MGM label, East West, backed with What Is Wrong and What Is Right. I'm Henry VIII, I Am, Herman's Hermits, backed with The End of the World, a cover of an old Skeeter Davis song. Here's Argo, Clarence Henry, You Always Hurt the Ones You Love, backed with Little Susie. Also, Clarence Henry, Why Can't You? Back with Lonely Street. And one more, But I Do, backed with Just My Baby and Me, also on the Argo label. On Scepter Records, we have Roy Head and Get Back, backed with Get Back instrumental. Isaac Hayes on Enterprise, Joy Part 1, backed with Joy Part 2. On Mercury, Howard Heyman, a theme from a threepenny opera, backed with I'll Be With You in Apple Blossom Time. Here's a very old RCA Victor, the blue label. Phil Harris doing Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy, backed with That's a Plenty. Now, Phil Harris was in some Disney movies. You might remember his voice as the voice of Baloo the Bear in Jungle Book. Also, he was in Aristocrats. Also, Phil Harris, that's what I like about the South. Backed with Look Out Stranger, I'm a Texas Ranger. Emmylou Harris, I Don't Have to Crawl, on Warner Brothers from 1981. This is a promotional copy, stereo one side, mono the other. Johnny Horton on Columbia, Old Slewfoot and Miss Mercy. Here's Johnny Horton doing Johnny Reb, backed with Sal's Got a Sugar Lip. Roy Orbison on Monument, Dream Baby, backed with the actress. Also on Monument, Working for the Man, backed with Leah. Another Etta James on Argo, At Last, backed with I Just Want to Make Love to You. Here's another Johnny Horton, Honky Tonk Man, backed with Words. And Johnny Horton, The Battle of New Orleans, backed with All for the Love of a Girl. Here's a Peter Pan record, Happy Birthday to You. There's the label. Albert Hammond, It Never Rains in Southern California. This is from 1972 on the Mums label. Backed with Anyone in the Audience. I don't know exactly, I've played this record, but I don't know what it was given out for. This is from the Hammond organ company. This is a Hammond Talking Map. This is on a 33 and a third 7-inch record, the Talking Map. There's a few of what I've got. I will put a few more together for you. Enjoy.